Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm a little down this video because we have to fight this battle and I'm really not looking forward to it. Our only hope of victory is that we can shatter these militia units as they do not have a general. We're going to have to use Dwarf quite heavily. Unfortunately, his unit and all the units in his army have taken casualties, so it might be a little difficult, but we have no other choice, so we might as well just jump right in now, and I'll do my very best. Well, we have a slight advantage in that there's like a small incline that we can place our units on. Let's see what skirmishing we can do with Dwarf here. I'm not sure. The Gondorians don't really have a lot of archer units, so that's not a big deal, but they do have 3 cavalry militia units, and that kind of outclasses us. But we may be able to get Dwarf to take out those archers, if at all possible, but my scouts and orc archers are already firing at the Gondorian archer militia, so I suppose we might as well just get Dwarf to charge in. They've gone loose formation, which is perfect for us. We might be able to rout them before the remaining Gondorians get into position. But now we are beginning to take catapult fire from the Gondorian siege equipment, and that puts us in an awkward position because that means we basically have to charge towards the Gondorians as they have missile superiority. But right now, Dwarf needs to pull back already. We are being charged by Axemen of Lossernach. And Dwarf is being bogged down in archer fire, unfortunately, and he may get push it. Let's see what we can do. Gondorian cavalry militia is basically assassinating all of my fucking archers already. I'm going to try to counter with my spear bands, but it's not looking good. Dwarf is already in a sticky position. He's going to get knocked out of this battle by all of these Gondorians swarming all over. My orc bands are going to try to absorb as much of the cavalry impact as we can. Dwarf needs to come around the flanks. Like I said, we gotta try to shatter these militiamen, but there's just so many fucking Gondorians, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be certainly tough, but we'll do our best. I think we are outnumbered, which is a first. Well, not a first, but it's definitely not a good thing for orcs to be outnumbered. Really, we should have the numerical advantage, like, at all fucking times. But what can we get our archers to fire at? Possibly those cavalry militia. They've taken quite a few casualties already. Let's get Dwarf to take out this unit here. I'm not sure which unit is their captain. Would be good to know, but we have to use Dwarf to our utmost, to the fullest, if we are to succeed in this battle. We got to be very careful with him. He's going to get bogged down in all these cavalry fights without support, unfortunately. Looks like that's going to be the case. Our orc raiders are not causing nearly as many casualties as I'd hoped. But Dwarf is taking out one of these militia units right now. Hopefully, it's hard to say how many casualties he's causing, but we have lost a few more men from this unit. I'm going to get all of my archers to fire at that one unit there. Look at that. The Gondorians have already broken through my lines, and they're now pillaging my militia train. My missile train, that is. Damn, this is not going well in the least. We can charge this catapult, charge it. Maybe we can get some rear charges, but all of these Gondorians are pretty happy about their situation, so I can't see them breaking anytime soon. My archers have already been charged by Gondorian cavalry. Dwarf is our only hope right now. Our anvil is holding strong, but our hammer is just overworked. There's just not enough cavalrymen to shatter all of these Gondorians, and right now we are getting charged in the rears. We are being flanked at every fucking angle. But now we can get Dwarf. He's free. We can charge these archer militia because they are shaken. Perhaps we can break them. But it appears that all of the Gondorian forces are pretty eager, so we're not really about to shatter them anytime soon. But we can get a Nazgul Screech, and that hasn't done a fucking thing. which is great. I love it. But we have at least silenced the catapults. Our archers, not doing so hot. I'm trying to get them to take out the remaining cavalry. They are broken. Maybe they can take out those Pelargir Marines. Dwarvois has seen off all of the archers. Now he's pretty much getting bogged down by these Gondor militia, unfortunately. We've got some Gondorian archers left, though. But we got to rout as much of this Gondorian infantry as we can, and key to that would be to charge them in the rear with Dawn-Death repeatedly, and I think this Gondor militia right here that is shaken would be a perfect target. Dawn-Death is getting a little winded, and we need a really strong charge, so I'm going to reform his lines. My archers are skirmishing these units away, which is not bad at all. Oh shit, these Gondor militia are wavering. Charge, Dawn-Death, charge! For all that you're worth. Unfortunately, we are charging uphill. Oh shit, have we got a mass route going? Well, we've got a somewhat route going. Oh my god, we may have actually got a mass route going, which is the best news I could ever hear. We just have to capitalize on this situation and kill as many of these Gondorians as possible, capture them, execute them, and the like. These Axemen of Lossarnac are routing. My archers are skirmishing away and doing as much as they can to fire what little arrows. Oh my god, what the fuck? These guys are nuts. Okay, look at this. We got a fucking route going. We just need to capitalize on this and get the route to complete, and then we can chase down the remaining Gondorians with Dwarvois, who is quite weak actually, but look at that. We routed the Gondorian spearmen, and now we just need to mop up as many of these units as possible, especially the professional units like Gondorian spearmen, Axemen of Lossarnac. Oh shit, they've already reformed, but I'm sure we can charge them with Dawn-Death. Fuck me, Dwarvois, and break them yet again, especially if we do a Nazgul Screech, but we have a few more seconds to wait until that we can use that again. Shit, these Axemen are actually super effective against Dwarvois. Oh, but we broke them. Wonderful. Our Orc Raiders are losing pretty heavily against those remaining militiamen, and our Orc Scouts are getting torn apart by those last few Gondorians there. But I need to use Dwarvois to mop up as many of these routing units as possible so they don't oh, well, they've reformed a bit. But the more men I capture now, the more I can execute on the battle map when it comes to it. Let's reform our lines to absorb this charge here, and we'll get Dwarvois to charge these Gondorian infantry. Well, no, we'll charge this militia, we'll break it, and then we'll try to help out our scouts. It's not looking so good, though. They're not doing well at all. But Dwarvois has to break that last... Actually, no, I need to capture some of those militiamen so they don't reform. And we can just charge these assholes in the rear with my infantry. Yeah, let's capture these guys, execute them. I can't believe we've done it. I think we've actually won this battle. Oh my god, yes, we're routing all of these units as they just appear. These Gondor infantry, though, are wavering. Maybe we can break them with a Nazgul Screech. I need to get a really good charge off on these assholes. We've got quite a lot of those militiamen left as well. We're doing our best to break all of these units. Let's reform our line yet again. Get Dwarvois to charge that militia unit. This infantry unit of Gondor can be tied up by my remaining infantry units. Come on, Dwarvois, you're my only hope. I feel like fucking Princess Leia right now. Shit, those militiamen have already reformed, but maybe one final charge will put them out of their misery from Dwarvois. I'm not sure. Our Orc Raiders are going to absorb that impact of those Gondorian militiamen. These militiamen have broken. When I said militiamen, I meant Gondorian infantry. If we surround them, perhaps we can kill them. That unit has been totally absorbed and eaten. Now we just have to deal with these last Gondorian militiamen and Pelargir Marines. And I'm gonna need infantry support to deal with those Marines. I think they have a javelin move that would be deadly against Dwarvois. But all my scouts and Gondorian... my scouts and orc archers are now attacking these Gondorian militiamen, and there's not many of them left. There's only 47. Dwarf of War can handle them any minute, but we really need to take care of these Gondorian infantry before they cut through my remaining infantry. Even though Dwarf of War's army has lost a lot of strength, Dawn Death will be at full strength, and there will be no men left in Minas Tirith after this. So we may besiege Minas Tirith once we finish that mission and we receive like the last 4 or 5 units that it is that are on their way to reinforce. A lot of you have been complaining, well, I wouldn't say complaining, but have become a little irate / frustrated with the pace of this campaign. Yes, of course we are stalling, it's becoming a bit of a stalemate, but I don't want to devote my forces wholeheartedly to an all-out assault right now, because if I lose my... I don't know if you've noticed, but it's getting harder to recruit units because our unit limits are at their max. We have to wait a few turns before even one unit shows up, so if we lose too many units, we won't be able to recoup them. So we have to maintain as many of our units as we can right now, and then we will devote them to the siege of Minas Tirith when the time is right. I just cannot do an all-out assault. We cannot afford it. But look at that. We've won the battle. Dwarf of War has somehow pulled it out of the bag. I'm just going to run down as many of these assholes as possible, and I'll see you on the campaign map. So there you have it, a fucking heroic victory. I cannot believe it. We pulled it out of the bag. At first there, it was looking very grim, and I was becoming desperate, but we've captured 500 Gondorians and killed an additional 1,000. Unfortunately, though, we lost 767 orcs. Not great, but we will execute those Gondorians and leave Minas Tirith woefully undermanned. Here we go, massive execution, blammo. That's that Gondorian army put down. Alright, that went way better than I was expecting. I feel pretty good about it. I'm feeling pretty good about the entire outcome of our campaign for the next few turns here. I've got a bunch of units to retrain. Let's see, let's take a look at Minas Tirith. Not a single unit to be found. There's a unit of Gondor spearmen, and that's about it. I need to maintain this blockade. So what I'm going to do is grab Dawn Death and all but a unit of Orc Band. There we go. And I'm going to besiege Minas Tirith with Dawn Death. There we go. And we're going to maintain the siege for as long as possible. Look at that. That's not much of a garrison at all. And I don't think Minas Tirith can recruit units until the siege is lifted. These guys need to join Dawn Death's army, but unfortunately they cannot right away. So it looks like we're just going to do a bit of this. I don't think there's any diplomats that we need to worry about. It's hard to say, though. No agents in Minas Tirith itself, so we don't have to worry about our units being bribed. Arthdor seems to have bribed Lunnuf, though, our one diplomat heading north. He's now part of Gondor, and his voice has become much more annoying as, I guess it's part of his contract. When you join Gondor as a diplomat, you kind of have to sound really nasally, like this. There we go. Enemy army routs Dwarf of War the Merciless. Wonderful. This guy's fucking amazing. We're going to send him back to Carindros, though, to retrain some of his units. We'll get as many reinforcements as we can to head to Minas Tirith, though, like so. This last catapult and that guy. Okay, guys, here it goes. I guess now's the time to attack Minas Tirith. I was saying that I don't want to devote all my forces when the time is not right, and I don't know, to me it looks like the time is right. So hopefully that will appease all you people worrying about our stalling in this campaign. And also we have quite a bit of reinforcements heading back to Thornburg. Once those reinforcements arrive, I'm going to send a few units back for retraining. I've got Morning Guard and Maulers, Raiders, Morning Guard, Scouts. That's not bad. But we have a ton of gold to blow right now on recruitment, so I just got to find everywhere that I'm able to recruit. The Black Gate, perhaps. One Orc Band, wonderful. Durthang. There we go. See, this is what I was talking about. Our unit limits we have to wait a couple turns, like 3 turns until we get another Orc Raider. 3 turns until the Maulers, 3 turns till Morning Guard, 15 turns for Mountain Trolls, you know what I mean? Like, it's... Gondor and I are just throwing units at each other, and whoever loses the most, it seems, won't be able to recoup those losses due to this unit limit here. It's a war of attrition, and right now we have the upper hand. But we need to maintain that upper hand is what I'm trying to get at. Let us build a market in Mount Doomington. It will not increase trade very much, but it's certainly something, and we have the gold to spare. We're getting about 2,200 gold coins in surplus, apparently, per turn. I don't know how we managed that one. Perhaps it's because we are actually blockading the port of Minas Tirith. But there we go. We've got a ton of units to besiege the town, and we can retrain a few more in Carindros. We've got lots of reinforcements heading towards Minas Tirith already. We've got about 5 or 6 units heading there. Let's see, can we attack Minas Tirith with our catapults right away? Should we do that? I'm not sure. They have trebuchets, unfortunately. I don't know, I'm kind of not sure what to do at this point. I don't think I've ever actually fought a battle with Minas Tirith. Not that I can remember, like a custom battle or on the campaign or anything. So I don't know how useful our catapults are going to be. Like, if I have to break through one wall, that's fine. But if I have to break through fucking 7 layers, like 7 levels, that's not going to be acceptable. So I think I need to actually build quite a few siege engines, if I'm possible. 2 rams and the rest... maybe not. Let's see. What can we build in 1 turn? Nothing, apparently. I gotta build siege towers or rams. So we might as well build 2 rams and 2 siege towers. There we go. And the rest, siege towers. Alright, so we may maintain this siege for 2 turns. That will allow us to get whatever reinforcements we can. I don't think there will be many, if any at all. Especially... Well, we might be able to get Dwarf and his men to the forefront. I'm not sure where... Oh, fuck, I forgot I put Gordush in whatever place that is. I'm completely losing my mind here. Hormarath of Deer, we might as well send to the front lines while we're at it. He can assume the force that is blockading the port of Minas Tirith, and then he can reinforce when that mission is complete. And then, eventually, Hormarath of Deer will head south to take Pelargir, because, as you can see, it is very weak. Speaking of the south, I've put in a hypothesis that Harad is doing a bit of footwork in the south here, and it appears to be quite true. They're doing their bit and actually keeping the Gondorians very busy in the south. As we saw there was about 3 armies, 1 here, 2 more here. Holy shit, that, that guy's got a great voice. As for our other spies, we've got Gorshag scouting around in the very far reaches of Eriador, and then we've got our diplomat Ugnag. He's heading towards the orcs of Gundabad, and when I say Gundabad, I mean the orcs of the Misty Mountains, because we should be able to get an alliance, maybe trade rights, maps from these assholes. Maybe we can get these guys to attack the Sylvan Elves. Well, apparently they already are. But we might as well become allies with these guys as well. Unfortunately, they're quite bankrupt, so they can't really give us any subsidies or anything, as I was hoping, but there we go. We might as well try this. Okay, accepted. We are now allied with the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. We've extended an olive branch to these guys. Oh! I guess we found Imladris, which I believe is Rivendell. Okay, so... Oh my god. Fuck me. A lot of videos here. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Okay, relations have improved. I was thinking that might be another video. I was about to lose my fucking mind. Okay, Ugnag. We might have to send him to get into contact with the orcs of Gundabad. I'm not sure where these assholes reside, but they would be at war with... oh, there we go, there we are. I guess we have to head a little bit further north, so we might as well do that. Who is this also? Eriador, okay. Yes, let's take a look at the Misty Mountains. This is a watchtower, apparently. I think it may be a settlement, or it may just be a watchtower. I can't tell you. I don't see any settlements in these fucking mountains, though, which is a little odd. Maybe I'm just blind. I can't see shit. Oh, there's Imladris, though, owned by the High Elves. They've got quite a bit of a gap between Imladris and the rest of their territory, unfortunately. Speaking of Haradrim, though, they're doing their bit on the south. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Dale, but they've just declared war on us for basically no fucking reason.
Things can only get better between us.
Is Lunuff our old diplomat, or is it Ugrat? I don't know. I feel like this asshole's been bribed, but I cannot remember. Lunuff sounds like an agent we would have had at some point. But I think Rune is also doing a bit of war with Dale here. There's some devastation going on around this Runish city. So perhaps Dale is given the boot to Rune, but it's hard to say right now. I don't have any scouts in this area. Maybe I should recruit yet another scout, actually. Well, I can't because I'm fucking dirt poor. So I suppose that means that I will have to end the turn. Oh my god, look at this fucking guy. What a helmet. He's like the juggernaut. Okay, end of turn report. We've got a lot of gold. Let's see. Income, corruption, and other. 238. I can't say if that's from the blockade of this port, but I'm going to blockade this port regardless. And look at that. We've got a mission success. And for doing that, for blockading that port for 3 turns, we have gained 3 Orc Band, which... as shitty as Orc Band are, I will take it. I will take the 3 Orc Band and fucking run with it because I will take as many units as I can get right now. We've actually got a whole fuck ton of units to send to the front lines now, thanks to that mission, and we've got even more in Minas Morgul and Cirith Ungol. Look at that, we've got a huge, like half a stack of orcs, and then nearly a full stack of orcs in Minas Morgul once this turn is over. Let's recruit another troll catapult. We might as well. Actually, let's just get a regular catapult. No, actually, troll catapult. Someone was saying troll catapults are quite useful. You can send them into melee, and they're nearly as efficient in melee as regular trolls, so we might as well just do that. Ton of scouts recruited. And we've got a bunch of orc bands to distribute. These units might as well head to Thornburg while we have the... Oh, shit. Okay. Fucking the cuckold there was about to fuck up my units. Oh, shit, we've got another Dalish army on the borders, unfortunately. Thornburg, though, is looking quite healthy. We've got a lot of units now in Thornburg. Hopefully Dale doesn't go for Malgalad, though. That would just fucking piss me off, actually. We've got more units to reinforce in Minas Tirith. Dwarvois, unfortunately, is a little too weak to be of use, but we're going to send him regardless. There we go. Now, Karandros is not really the strongest territory we own right now, but we can retrain a few units. West Osgiliath, likewise, not very strong, but we can't do much about it. Henneth Anun could probably recruit some units, as well as Amenanen. No, we are totally bone dry for units. We can only send what we have in Minas Morgul, so we might as well do that now. Arthur has moved on, so we don't have to worry about bribing. These assholes are ready to go as well. There we are. Just one more turn, and then we will actually attack Minas Tirith. They have yet to gain any units, so they are not training anything, and they also are not getting any additional garrisons. Damn, this is going very well. We are definitely going to be able to take Minas Tirith without a fucking problem, and I'm very excited about this. We just have to make sure that everything goes well and goes smoothly. I'm going to build another ram because I feel like there's going to be a lot of gates set within a lot of walls. Hormarath of Deer is blockading this port, and you know what, we might as well have him do for a while because he's not going to make it in time for the siege. Actually, if we send him to take command of this army, actually, let's just do a little test here. Projected treasury total, negative 27, or, well, 27 rather. Does that affect our finances? No, apparently. Blockading a port does not affect our finances. I thought we would get money from looting or something, but there we go. We've got all of our Nazgul heading towards Minas Tirith, and many orcs on the way as well. Now, I'm a little worried about this small army here being taken out on their way to Thornburg, so that's certainly something to worry about. Okay. You know what, we might as well do one more turn, and then, I guess I'll just end the video. And we're back. We have a new mission to blockade the port of Minas Tirith, so I guess we'll just do that, after we take Minas Tirith, actually, we might as well do. Luckily, that will give us some much-needed reinforcements after such a hard battle. I assume we're going to be a little weary after having taken that city. We are once again slipping into debt due to the massive recruitment spree that we've gone on, which is just okay, not a problem. What I will do, though, is I don't want Dale to take out my reinforcements to Thornburg, and I don't want Thornburg to, rather, I don't want the Black Gate to fall to Dale. So now I'm going to pull my units back to the Black Gate. Hopefully they throw their bodies onto my fortifications, and that would be fucking fantastic. Quick little note about the invasion of Edoras. Still ongoing, still very much shitty. Yeah, we can't, there's no way to look at the invasion that I recall. But I'm gonna say I'm very grateful for that invasion. It's causing the orcs have gone to bad, orcs of the Misty Mountains and Isengard and the like, to throw themselves at the Rohirrim and keep them occupied whilst I deal with Gondor. If it was not for that invasion, I'm not sure I would have been able to take out Minas Tirith so easily. I say easily, but I mean, it's going to be very easy now, along with the aid that the Haradrim are doing, are giving us in the south, I suppose. We've got Akil here with his massive army, taking out Lyn here, which, see, this is what I'm talking about. I think the brunt of the massive efforts of Gondor are going into defending from the south, because I'm not seeing very much movement on my end, but there you go. Where are we going with this fellow? I suppose we could try to broker a peace with Dale again. We might as well. Well, I can't fucking talk to this guy in this turn, apparently, but if I could... Oh my god, these guys have the most badass units. If I could broker a peace with Dale, that would put my northern front at ease. Hasn't been much action from the Sylvans in a while, but they may just be taking their time to send a few more units. Speaking of sending units, I'm going to place some more into Dwarf Waz army to reinforce. And there we go. Karendros is now absolutely empty, and any asshole can just fucking march in there and take it. So, well, no, we can't place anyone in Karendros either. Can we get them to come around this way? There we go. Okay. Within 2 turns, Karendros will have a garrison again. Let's take a look at Minas Tirith. All of their units are at 140 men. Not bad at all. I think... Let's see. If I attack, though, how many men will pop up? I have no idea. Let's find out. Huh. Apparently none. I thought more men would pop up due to the garrison script. But here we are. We've got thousands and thousands of orcs. Nearly 5,000 orcs to take out a captain. Captain of 1,000 men. We can even make it a night attack to make it a little more cinematic, but I'm not going to bother. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, guys. My heart is pumping. My blood is racing. If blood could race, I don't know. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave a massive cliffhanger here. The massivest, like the major cliffhanger of the series. This is basically the climax right here of the series, is taking Minas Tirith. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm extremely fucking excited. This is quite the turnaround from last episode where I was dreading recording it because I thought Door of War was gonna get fucking flat, just absolutely demolished, but apparently not. But Jesus Christ, everyone, thank you for watching, and definitely thank you for staying with the series this long. It has taken like 30 episodes to take Minas Tirith. I'm not going to apologize for it because it's just the pace I play at, but damn, you guys, you have quite the attention span. But anyway, I'll see you next video, everyone.